So I'm in the old Airstream Camper. It's a 1972 Airstream Camper. I've just got it parked out here next to the trees in a shady spot. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I'm here to talk about, well, actually I am here to talk about the Airstream, but I'm also here to talk about other stuff as well. So I've got my handy dandy Steno notebook here. I like these things. I like to keep a Steno notebook and an ink pen or a pencil or something around. I prefer ink pen because if I write down things, I write them in ink, because if I write them in ink, that means I'm not going to be able to erase them later, right? Which means they are permanent pretty much on the piece of paper. And as long as I don't lose the piece of paper or, tear it out and destroy it and throw it away, it's there. My idea is there. And I can continue up to roll that through my head and build upon my ideas, right? That's why I like to do this. This is a nice, fresh, new one. There's nothing in this. It's a blank. All these sheets of paper are blank sheets of paper. So all of these ideas I write down are new, fresh ideas. I don't know. Some of them might actually be ideas I've had rolling around in my head for a long time. But because I'm in the Airstream Camper and I've got time off from work, I've got like a 5-day stretch away from work. I've got some ideas, and I'm going to talk with you today about some of those ideas. And I do appreciate your feedback, and I respect your opinions. So the things I talk about today are, for the most part, based on my viewpoint of where I'm at in my life right now. So where am I at in my life right now? I am sitting in an old 1972 32-foot Airstream camper. And I had considered taking this camper, clean it up, fix the things that need fixed, and turn it into an Airbnb. Just let people come here, like they rent it for the night or the weekend or whatever. Chickens are out there. They see their reflections in the side of the car, and they're you know how roosters are. Roosters tend to, be a little aggressive. So that rooster saw its own reflection in the side of the car out there and attacked it. My coffee's up there. I almost forgot I had my coffee. Can't go without my coffee. Do you hear him out there? Anyway, I'm at a point in my life to where I'm in my 60s. I'm old enough to draw Social Security. I'm not old enough to get my full Social Security benefits, so I'm in a weird in-between spot, I guess you could say. I'm not old enough to draw Medicare, right, which is medical care insurance for people above a certain age. So I'm stuck in a weird spot. My employment that I've got right now, I do go to work. I have a normal job. I go there, I work, I get paid, I come home. My job is one of those, I work an hour, I get paid for the hour. Nothing above that. I don't get benefits, I don't get holidays, I don't get PTO, I don't get medical insurance. I don't get dental insurance. I don't get eye vision insurance. What else do I not get? I don't get paid vacations. Nothing like that. It's just you work an hour, you get paid an hour. I've been doing that 5 years, I think. No, 3 years. So it's on this job. It's been 3 years. Work an hour, get paid an hour, but I get a good hourly rate. I mean, it's decent. I mean, it's not bad. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about this, and I'm thinking, okay, I go to that job based on their schedule that they have for me, and I'm working nights now. I've transitioned to the night shift, so I've been working from midnight to like 8 or 8:30 a.m. and then I come home and I've got daylight time to do things. And I like having my daylight time to do things. It kind of gives me the feeling that I've got more personal time, more time at home, more ability to get things done during daylight hours, right? Where if I had a normal job during the week and say I'm working 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., right? That really takes my daylight hours away to dedicate to the other man, right? So, or the other business or whatever. So I've been rolling it through my head. If I can come up with something, to do on my own, to do on my own schedule, to do, there's wasp in here, come up with something that I can do that can bring home in my paycheck or into the bank. Maybe I won't get a paycheck. If I'm doing something for myself, it's not necessarily a paycheck. It's just, earn money, doing whatever I'm doing. So we've got this old Airstream here. And I need to figure out what would work best. Turn it into like just a guest room for family when they come visit. Turn it into an Airbnb like some of my subscribers have suggested. Make a little money off of that. Or should I turn it into a storage unit and just store junk in it? That won't help me financially. It'll help me like maybe have a spot to keep some things out of the rain and sunshine and the bad weather. But then again, I might actually have a opportunity I'm wondering, should I turn this thing into, I don't know, maybe a production facility? Maybe I could turn this into where I actually work. Maybe I could turn this into a place that I make things and sell things. One thing I've always enjoyed is like when we go to the fair or go downtown in the city and everything, and around lunchtime you go, you see these food trucks and you see these food carts and you see all the different types of foods that they make and drinks and things like that. And I'm thinking to myself, if I did something like that and I was able to cover all of our bills, everything that we owe, in terms of monthly consumption, like insurance, would I be able to provide by doing that? Would I be able to afford to have my own medical health care somehow? Would I be able to, because I'm in between the age of drawing Social Security, like I'm old enough, but I'm not old enough to get my full benefit. So if I go ahead and take my Social Security early, and I get a monthly, I don't know, is it twice a week, or is it monthly? I forget. But if I get monthly, you know, a decent bit. Plus, I did something like this with this camper, and other things too. Would I be able to replace my income that I'm getting, from working for the other man, for the other business? I would definitely have a learning curve. I would definitely have to do research, and definitely have to get some practice, and um, learn the local laws, learn the uh, I don't know what you call it, the industry standards, I guess you could say, for doing that kind of stuff. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm I'm trying to figure out what's my next step. What is my next chapter in my life? So if you were in my shoes right now, and you were sitting here in this chair in this old Airstream camper right now, and you had decisions to make based on the information that I've presented to you today, what would you write down in your Steno notebook? What ideas would you have? What suggestions would you have? Would you be able to fill out just, a couple of lines on here? Or would you fill out the entire page? Or would you just go through here and have all kinds of ideas that you would write down, all kinds of little pictures and different things, how would you go about it? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I don't know. Just communicate. You can subscribe if you want to. I do upload videos periodically. My videos are not always about the same subjects. They're not always about different things. Sometimes it's just a whim. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, look at that chicken attacking its reflection in the car. Stuff like that. Or gardening, or who knows. Subscribe. Make a comment. Let me know what you think.